Okay, one of the other things you have to keep in mind when you're doing four-wheel steering is the C hubs, and I forget the specific name for them, but it's the part that attaches the C hub to the part that's actually on the axle. Is you have to watch out for the angle on that. I forget what it's called, but because it's a rear steering, you have to try to get it so that it's adjusted to kind of how the front steering would be set up, because the front steering is at an angle so that it's kind of tilted backwards a little bit, and you want to try to get that similar to on the rear so that it helps with the tires to kind of realign back to center after you've let off and you've gone back to neutral position. It helps to keep the wheels centered as you're going, just to make things a little bit easier. And then the other thing is also the links that you have. You can use the stock factory links, that's fine. There shouldn't be any issues with it, but I'm running aftermarket metal ones, so it's a little bit stronger. And I've liked them, they've done good. I haven't had any complaints. I had to kind of put little tiny washers in here to get them to adjust to the right track so that my toe was correct. But anyways, yeah, that's the main thing. With running servos that are this powerful, I'm not running any servo savers on it, but this front one is just a plastic one, and so that kind of gives me a weak point so that if something happens, something's going to break, it's hopefully going to be that. It's not going to be my expensive servo or my metal links. I have metal C-hubs in here. You can kind of see the green C-hubs down in there. So hopefully with any luck, if anything does break, it's going to be that piece there, so it'll be cheap and easy to fix. On the rear, to make sure that I was keeping more precision, because if the rear gets out of alignment, it can get really squirrely, really weird. The back end can start to wag really bad, and you don't want that. So I'm running an aluminum servo arm on here, but I'm still running the plastic C-hubs inside here, or the plastic those things down in there. I'm still running the plastic pieces in there, so with hopefully if something does go wrong, if something does break, it'll break that, or it'll break the rod ends right here, because those are plastic also. And one of the things that I tell people is you want to incorporate a weak point into it somewhere of a part that's cheap. And that's just so that if something does break, it will be one of those hopefully cheap, inexpensive parts instead of a $40, $50, $60, $100 part. So, because like I have hardened gears in both front and rear differentials, and in the transmission, hardened steel gears, but I'm still running a plastic spur gear underneath here. And so that, again, is giving me a weak point in there. I'm running the plastic stock axles. But what I did is I took a wooden dowel that's just the right size, and I put it inside so I don't have to worry about the twist, the torque twist that the motor can put out. Because I'm running a Traxxas Titan 21. So it has more torque than what the stock motor would. So, anyways, these have been some tips and tricks and more in depth of how I have my steering and that set up. So hopefully it's helped you guys, and hopefully you guys will give me a thumbs up and like this and keep watching for more. So until then, we'll see you next time. Bye.